One of the things I say is that when people, and this is why it's important to protect your consciousness. People go to the, that's why I tell people, stop supporting movies that give you an apocalyptic fallout of what Earth is going to look like. I don't support those movies because there's something called the 3 days of darkness. Have you ever heard of that? It's literally a black hole that is seeking to devour the light of our planet, and they're trying to get people to give their energy to that. And the more people that look at these zombie movies, or they look at these apocalyptic movies, or After Earth, there are many different movies. If you research disaster movies, you'll find a really long cachet of them. Every time somebody thought banks there and plugs in their consciousness into that, it beckons that thought form. It's kind of like Thanos. If you look at the Avengers movie, and in that mythology, we attracted something like that to happen by virtue of, us lying to each other, killing each other, hating each other. It's a darkness that we beckon to come and allow and invite to come into our world by virtue of the actions, by and large, of what we're doing cumulatively. So it's something that we have to stop doing and, start supporting more light so that we can also bring disclosure. One of the things about death also is that we have a technology that actually comes from the gods that allows people to resurrect the dead. A lot of people don't think that that's something that's possible, but it is. So one of the things that I've given to, there are some of my students, I have a seminar that I give that to them, and there have been people that have actually brought back things from the dead. And when they experience it, it allows them to have a deeper faith in the divine. And it's endless what humans are able to do if they allow themselves to plug into the power that exists out there, right? But unfortunately, people are trained to be limited, to truncate and limit themselves, and that's something that humans have to stop doing on the planet. Life after death is unfortunately the acceptance of you've died and you realize that you've died, which really means in essence that you've allowed yourself to experience the formation of death. Again, like I said, there's lots of civilizations that didn't taste the bitterness of what death causes. So when people are literally breathing in their last breath, they're trading in the energy of this thought form. If you train yourself not to die, you'll experience something very different. There's a book, I forget the... Train yourself. Yes. What do you mean by that? Well, a little bit every day. It's not something that you'll be able to do right away, but I traded in the formation of death 5 years ago. I've stopped expecting to die. It's not something that I allow myself to even say about my own self, and I'd like to give that to other people. I like to tell people that, if you say to yourself, and you look at yourself in the mirror every day, and you say that I am eternal, and you stop paying attention to time, you stop aging yourself. We could bring the technologies. Haven't you noticed when you look at movies and you see the computers where this big thing goes up and they're able to move we don't really have that technology that they're selling to us yet. So we're dealing with old, outdated, analog technology that the government is waiting for an upheaval to happen for people to insist that we have it. And when they do, I think that there's a level of narcissism that pervades our people.
The system is working its magic, particularly. All right, brother. Thank you much. I love you, and keep the man right keep that African spirit moving. Yes, with us. All right, now. All right. Power.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael Kenneth Williams, and I got a question to ask y'all. Are you being enlightened by my brother, SRI Master, Gano Grills? I know I sure am.
So you want to do it the hard way, huh?